A whole week later, and Harrison Floyd has finally been released on bond. Let's talk about it. Now, we all know, at this point, we all know that there were 18 co defendants of Donald Trump's that were also charged, indicted, arrested, and had to turn themselves in last week by Friday at 12:30. And the majority of them are white co-defendants. There were two that were black, right? Most of them, 99% of them, posted their bond and they left within a couple of hours of turning themselves in, except for Harrison Floyd, one of the black people. Harrison Floyd was just released from the Fulton County Jail on yesterday. And when he was released, he got into the back of an SUV. Of course, there were journalists there to ask questions. He didn't respond, basically no comment. He got into the back of the SUV and he immediately got online to do an interview with Steve Bannon. Here's a portion of that interview.
The first question is, why has it taken so long for you to get out of jail, sir?
State of Georgia, and I'm a black man. I don't know if I can say much more.
Harrison, what are the charges? It's kind of, people are confused. What are the charges? You're a former Marine, not just a veteran, combat veteran. People are confused about why you even rolled up in this thing. And I understand you have restrictions on, I guess, your bond of what you can say, but why are you even part of this?
To keep it frank and simple, Fulton County fumbled the cover up, and I am aware of what transpired, and they're trying to put pressure on me and others to make sure that the truth doesn't come out. But the truth always has a way of finding its way to the surface, sir. So it's going to be, I'm looking forward to being down here and fighting the devil in Georgia.
Harrison, you made a comment at the beginning. Do you think you were singled out because you're an African American, and particularly a MAGA? You're MAGA. You're a Trump supporter. You're a patriot. You're a veteran. Do you think you were singled out because of that?
Part of it, part of the black culture is always voting Democrat. I went against the code, if you will, at the highest order. And so the district attorney decided she wanted to send me what we call as a Negro wake-up call. And she dialed the wrong number because it didn't go through. So we're going to make an announcement here soon at the courthouse steps. And it's going to be pretty exciting.
Can you give us a heads up? What are you heading to the courthouse now? Do you know what time that's going to be? We would love to pick it up live.
Yeah, we're not too far, about 10 minutes, I think. 10 minutes. We'll be over at the courthouse.
Okay. I tell you what, we're going to pick it up live. Colton Moore and team over there right now. There's a press conference going on. Harrison Floyd is going to join them. Harrison, we're honored to make sure that you got a great team. Pat McSweeney and Chris are two tough lawyers, so you got a great team. And really appreciate you calling in. Glad you're out. And I think they picked on the wrong Marine. So they singled out the wrong Marine. They're going to get a lot more than they bargained for. So we look forward to seeing you on the Capitol steps.
Hey, thank you for having me, Steve, and also thank you for your service as a fellow Navy vet, man.
Thank you, my man, for the senior naval service. Thank you so much, Harrison Floyd.
I know that this man did not say that the reason why he's there is because it's the state of Georgia and he's a black man. That wouldn't be Harrison Floyd playing the race card now, would it? No, sir. No. You're not there because you're a black man. You're there because you broke the law. You interfered in an election on behalf of Donald Trump. He goes on to talk about this Negro wake-up call, and he's being singled out because he's a MAGA Trump supporter who is also a black man. And, you know, black culture is to vote Democrat and all of this nonsense. Listen, I consider myself a Democrat now. For many years, I was an independent, many years. It's only recently, since Donald Trump got into office, that I started viewing myself more independent Democrat. And then once Donald Trump left office and all of this started up, I became full Democrat, right? I have voted for Democrats. I have voted for Republicans. I have voted for independents. So no, black people, it is not black culture to vote Democrat. Do black people overwhelmingly vote Democrat? Absolutely. Why? Because the Republican Party is not doing anything to support the black community, not doing anything to uplift the black community, not doing anything to make sure that black people are created equally in this country. They haven't done it for 400 years, and they most certainly are not doing it today, Harrison Floyd. The reason why you were sitting in jail for a week is nobody's fault but your own. You sided with a criminal. You broke the law to try to help a criminal. That's what you did. And because you did that, it was investigated. Your role was learned. There's evidence to support your role, and you were arrested. Fonnie Willis didn't fumble anything. If she would have fumbled, you nor your 18 co-conspirators would have been arrested or put in jail. A grand jury viewed her evidence and said, yes, a crime was committed here. And all of you got arrested. And you sat in that jail cell for a week. Where was Donald Trump? Donald Trump pulling in millions of dollars. Donald Trump has power. He couldn't send you a lawyer to get you out that same day. No, you had to do a crowdfunding. You had to have Laura Loomer repost the link to that crowdfunding for you to get money. Because before she started reposting your link, you only had raised $4,000 and you had no attorney. It wasn't Donald Trump that got you out of there. If it wasn't for Laura Loomer, your ass would still be sitting in there. And she wasn't coming out of her pockets to make sure that you were bonded out or to get you an attorney. No, she reposted your link so that the cult can donate to your link. It's not black culture to vote Democrat. I'm a living witness of that. We do predominantly vote Democrat. And that's because, as we see today, for years, Republicans were hiding it. They were keeping it on the down low. They were trying to make black people think they were crazy when they would make these allegations. But in this day and age, they do not care. And you, Harrison Floyd, choose to turn a blind eye to the hatred and the racism that the Republican has for the black community. They rolled back the rights of black people, affirmative action. Every turn they take, they are suppressing the votes of black people. You could go play these games with somebody else. Now, somebody asked, why, what are the qualifications to get, a court-appointed attorney? Well, from the research that I did, you need to fill out this application. You fill out that application and it is reviewed by the judge assigned to your case. And if you fall within the financial guidelines, you have to make below a certain number in order to qualify. You have to be viewed as indigent, as broke, not a penny to your name. If you meet the financial qualifications, you are appointed an attorney. So Harrison Floyd, did you not fill out the application? Do you make more than what the line is financially? It's very low. You have to be living in poverty status. I believe for a one person household, you can't make more than $16,000. For a family of 4, you can't make more than $22,000, $25,000. If you make more than that, you do not qualify for a court-appointed attorney. And then there are other factors that come into play. Do you have any children with a disability? Are you dealing with a disability? Other factors do come into play. But clearly you make more money, but you didn't make enough to be able to get your own attorney or to post your own bail. He's released on bail. His bond is $100,000, and he had to pay 10%, which is $10,000, I believe. $1,000. So he had to pay that. But then also remember that he was arrested. He had a federal warrant for his arrest for assaulting 2 FBI agents who was serving a subpoena. That's the reason why that the original judge held him over until the other judge came into play. But no, Harrison Floyd, no. Donald Trump didn't come to your rescue. That is the reason why you stayed in jail for 5 days. Yeah. That's all I got, y'all. Let me know your thoughts. Put it down below.